Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vasallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com. So this is just a quick tutorial to show you what our Bling-N-E-Thing product can do. So the Bling-N-E-Thing product is rhinestones on an adhesive backing. So it is kind of like a big rhinestone sticker. So if you want to think of the different things that you can bling, if you think of something that you can stick a sticker to and it's going to adhere good, then you can probably bling it with our Bling-N-E-Thing product. We've had a few requests that obviously we can't do. We had one person email and ask if they could bling their dog. Obviously you can't do that. Had another person email and ask if they could bling their grill, which would be their teeth. Probably not very safe, and you're not going to be able to do that as well. So two things that you don't want to. Another thing, if they wanted, could bling their jacket, a leather jacket. Probably going to come off eventually. So now we're going to show you a couple things that you can bling that are very cool. So here is just a regular champagne or wine glass, and what we're doing is we just had some finger marks on it, and we don't want our oils on that. So what we're going to do with this, because the glass kind of rounds down, we're going to just do it in small strips. So as you can see, we're doing 4 strips of stones right here, and you're just going to line it up right along with your last strip. So we did a couple of them already, and we just wanted to show you the video of how to do one of the strips here so you can get an idea of how we did this. And then obviously you can just do the rest of the glass. Now once we got to the bottom part of this, we started doing it one row at a time. So just one row of stones. So once you come to the point where you're hitting the other side, as you can see, you just cut it there. We're going to pull it off, make sure that it lines up good, and everything looks perfect right there. So as you can see, very easy to do. We actually have done one of these, and we did put it through the wash. I think we've washed it in the dishwasher 4 times now, and we still haven't had stones come off. So pretty cool. I would think of it more as like a wedding gift, something like that. Something that would be very cool at a wedding table, or at the wedding you could maybe even put their initials in it as well, or something just very unique as far as a unique gift. Obviously probably not in everyday use. So here is the wine glass completed to the bottom there. So you can see it came out very cool. At the bottom there we just did single rows of stones, so that way it would wrap around real good, real easy, and we could get it nice and tight and close to it. So this is one of the cool designs, one of just the many possibilities and ideas you can do with our Bling-N-E-Thing product. Now this is obviously rhinestones on this adhesive material, so once it gets on that hard flat surface, it's going to be hard to get the stones off. But if you try to pick them off, or obviously if you grab a pair of tweezers and try to yank stones off, they're going to come off. So as long as you don't try to get them off, then they should be good, and they're going to be on there for good. So now we're going to show you another real cool thing you can do real easy, and we're just going to put a little rhinestone frame in rhinestones around a picture here. So we got our picture frame, and we can do it around the actual frame part, and then I'm going to show you we can also do it on the actual glass of the picture, but to where it's not on the actual frame, just to add something different, and it looks pretty cool. So we're going to do 2 rows of stones here, and we're going to do it just inside this black part on the frame, and we're actually putting it on the glass, so obviously the picture and everything's underneath it. So we're going to put it right here on the glass and just inside this little black area, so then we have a nice contrast in colors where we got the rhinestones, then that black layer, then the white, then the frame. So it'll look real good. So as you can see, we're going down to the bottom there. We're going to just go ahead and press that in, so that's good to go. Grab our pair of scissors to where we want it to end, and looks like we want to go right there. We're just going to cut that off, and we are good with our first row. So we'll skip through a little bit, and I want to show you one other thing here that's pretty cool, is if you come to a point where you have a half a piece. So this is just a piece that was left over. It's very easy just to add it on there and then continue to where you can't even tell that it's 2 different pieces. So there's our first small piece right there, and then we're going to grab another row. So obviously we need to finish off that row of 2 right there and connect it to that first part, or that first corner where we started. So we're going to grab our Bling-N-E-Thing sheet here, and with our scissors we're just going to cut right down the 2 rows. The way that the rhinestones are aligned, it's very easy to cut it straight because the stones kind of guide you through it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find out exactly how many we need, So we're going to measure it to there. We can see we want to go about to that stone right there. And we're going to go ahead and cut that off. And see, you can see now it's going to line up perfectly. So let's pull off our backing here just to expose the adhesive. And then we're just going to go ahead and line it up right there on the frame, and then this project's done. So with one of our Bling-N-E-Thing sheets, it just depends on what size sheet you get, but it's not a one-time thing. I mean, depending, if you want to do a full back of a laptop cover or something like that, then chances are you're probably going to use one of the bigger sheets all in one project. Where if you got one of the bigger sheets, you can do many different picture frames with one of the sheets like we're doing right here. So as you can see, everything lined up perfectly there. Let's go ahead and line up those stones so it looks good. And this is done. So that is a brand new addition to this picture frame here. Very cool, something you can add on. Great for college, high school, in your bedrooms, in the dorm rooms, things like that. Something very unique looking. But then something that also looks elegant as far as in a house. So very cool add-on for our Bling-N-E-Thing product here to do with different picture frames. We could also do it all around the black part of the frame here as well, so you could do a couple different layers, obviously different colors. Here's just an iPhone. Now this is one of the iPhone 3s here that we just did in Bling to see how it would hold up. Figure the best way to find out if the stones are going to stay on is give it to a 6-year-old and let him play video games on it for a while. And as you can see, these stones have been on this for about 2 to 3 weeks now, and we haven't had a single stone fall off yet. So figure that means it's pretty durable there, and obviously the 6-year-old isn't going to keep perfect care of it. Now we're going to show you how we can bling our actual keyboard. So just to give you a bunch of different ideas, and I'm thinking what we'll do is once we get this product released, we'll have a contest as far as a Bling-N-E-Thing contest and who can bling the coolest thing, and just submit them on the Facebook page for everybody else to see. So we want to share all the different ideas of what everybody's doing with the Bling-N-E-Thing product, all the different things that you can bling, and how all the different customers are using it. So as you can see, we can fit 2 rows of stones we figured out right between the keyboard here. So we're just going to layer it right up there, put a little bit of pressure on it, kind of activates the adhesive so it gets a nice good stick to the keyboard. So as you can see, that was very easy. Now we're just going to, it's kind of like doing a puzzle with the Bling-N-E-Thing product. So just depending on what you need and what you're going to cut out, and then just lining them all up and knowing where to cut and what angles. So now we're just going to add a little angle off to the left here, obviously where you see that opening. And looks like we are good there. And then obviously you get an idea of what it's doing now. So let's show you what one of the bigger pieces on is like. So we got that top strip, we got all around the numlock and everything over there on the right side. So let's do one of these bigger strips across the bottom right here and show you what that looks like. So this bigger strip, I think it was about 8 to 10 rows of stones here. So a much bigger piece from our Bling-N-E-Thing sheet. But as you can see, very easy to line it up. And when you do line it up right, it looks like everything flows. It looks like it's almost all one piece, because you can't even tell as long as you line them up right next to each other like you can do. So there we go. We got that piece all lined up. Just apply a little pressure to it to make sure we get a good stick to it. And everything looks good there. So let's show you what this finished product looks like once we're done with the entire keyboard. And here's the keyboard once we got it all completed. As you can see, very, very cool looking, complete rhinestone keyboard right here. Not even positive exactly how many stones are in this one, but it was done with one of the Bling-N-E-Thing sheets. As you can see, looks awesome. Can't see any of the spots as far as where you are layering all the different ones. I mean, pretty good looking right there, and obviously unique item when different customers come into your store, and obviously you're a Rhinestone business, or if you just want a great looking computer at the house, even if you're not in a Rhinestone business. So this is one of our Bling-N-E-Thing sheets here, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So as you can see, the sheets are all going to vary depending on size. So here's another thing we blinged up here. We just blinged up one of our office phones. As you can see, it has single strips going throughout it, and you can see at the top how we curved around the top of the phone as well. So if you have a single strip, you can curve it a little bit as well. So if you're trying to curve it with an item that has different angles or different curves, you're going to be able to get a slight curve on it. So you're also going to be able to see that with one of these items we come to in a minute. So here's our X-Acto knife. So as you can see, you can kind of wrap it around like a pin or X-Acto knife, something like this. And here's another X-Acto knife that has a full bling all along it to where we can also twist it off. So we did 2 different applications there, and then we can still twist it off and change out the blade. Another item here, we have just a basic pair of scissors that we threw some bling on it, just so you can see all the different type things that you can put the Bling-N-E-Thing product on. And then this is the squeegee that we just put one strip on early in one of our earlier videos, so you can just see the strip going down the middle there. We could also bling that entire squeegee out if we want. We got our mouse for our computer that you can see we blinged up, and we didn't want it fully blinged on the side there, so we just put a strip along the bottom, then we can still use the buttons on the side as well. And then this is the other item I was talking about, the Bluetooth speaker. So as you can see on the top there, that's a single strip that kind of wrapped around the top of the speaker there. So if you want to do different things, like we had a couple people ask if they could do sunglasses or something like that. Depending on how wide the sunglasses are and the different angles that the sunglasses have, it is possible to do a single strip around the sunglasses as well. And then we have our ruler here, the RT ruler that we use in all of our different videos for lining up our shirts. So another cool item once it's all blinged up with the ruler. And then we have our full stapler here. We blinged up the entire stapler, and as you can see, very cool looking, something different, and a lot of stones on this one. As you can see, as we push it down, it's still a perfectly working stapler. So it's not just for looks, it actually does work as well. And when we pull it up, you can see we blinged in up the whole inside part of it there, and then just cut out along the square where it actually pushes down for the staple. And then also the business card. Obviously you're not going to do this to every business card you have, but you got a big client, a big customer, you want something very cool to show them. You can throw a little strip around your business card there, your Rhinestone business, something very cool and very unique that they'll look at it and they'll obviously remember you and they'll remember your business because of your Rhinestone business card. So again, this is a sample of one of the sheets. We're going to sell the sheets in 8x10. We're going to have a 6x8 sheet, 4x6, and then I think a 3x5 or a 3x4 sheet. So we'll have a bunch of different sizes, and they'll all have different stone counts on them, and obviously different pricing as well. And then we are also going to offer them in the different colors as well, so you can choose some different colors. So, and then this is our full heat press that we did bling up with our Bling-N-E-Thing product. So you can see all the different angles, all the different spots, the different sizes on this heat press. This one has over 86,000 stones on it, so this one took a while. Obviously, not everybody's going to try and bling up a 16x20 heat press, but we just wanted to show you the capabilities of what the Bling-N-E-Thing product can do and the durability of it. So we've had this on there for a little while now. We still can use the heat press. We still do use it every day. We do heat it up, and we do press all of our shirts and everything with this exact heat press. So just some different ideas that what our Bling-N-E-Thing product can do. Hope this video helped you out, gave you kind of an idea of what you can do, what you can't do, and gave you guys some ideas of different things you're going to be able to do for your customers or anything around your business as well. So if you do have any questions, make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. Again, this is Matt with the Rhinestoneworld.com. You have a great day.